has is a stainless steel blow iron. It has a hole right down the center, just like a straw. In just a moment, Lynn is going to put a puff of air in the end, cap that with his thumb. The air is going to travel down and emerge inside our glass, creating a bubble inside our glass. If you watch closely, you'll see it get a little bit bigger. Going to heat that up a little bit more. Sometimes there's a little bit of glass blocking that hole where the bubble emerges, the air emerges from it. It takes a little bit more heat to get that down in there. Taking another little puff there. There it comes. Well, you see it's a little bit bigger right now. So it has a bubble inside about the size of a golf ball. You know, it doesn't make any difference what Lynn wants to make right now. It's basically going to start just like this. But Lynn told me that he's going to make a vase this time. And obviously with this much glass, he'd only be able to make something very, very small. So that means he's got to gather some more glass. So he's going to bring the temperature down. And I'm only going to come over and gather 2 or 3 times the amount of glass right on top of this glass. If he didn't bring that temperature down first that he went in there, it would collapse and he'd be right back where he started from. So we bring that air down, bring that temperature down. He has just a few seconds time to go in there and gather the glass that he needs. Going in, turning. And you can see he's got quite a bit more glass there. One thing you'll notice that no matter what Lynn is doing, he's always turning that blow iron. Because at this temperature, our glass is about the same consistency as honey. If he didn't turn that iron, it would drip right to the floor. Using a different block now, doing some more shaping. The blocks that we use are all made out of fruit woods, mostly cherry. It's a tough grain wood and burns away very evenly, very smoothly. Dips that in water, so actually as he goes back and forth, it's actually riding back and forth on a pocket of steam and just smoothing that all out. Now using another paddle here, kind of strengthening that, lengthening that out just a little bit. You see the board itself catches on fire. Some of the kids think that's the best part, seeing that board catch on fire. So he's going to go back over and he's going to reheat this now. And after he reheats it, he's going to come over, he's going to drop it in one of the molds that's on the floor over there. He'll blow in that mold and fill it right out. And when it comes out, you'll see that it's taken the texture of that mold, blowing hard, filling that out. And now you can see what's been accomplished by that. Now, the nice part about those cameras is you can see exactly what was accomplished very clearly. We have areas that are heavy and some are light. And he's going to reheat, and the next step he'll come over and he'll start to inflate the glass some. A lot of people think, well, glass blowers must have powerful lungs. But actually, at this temperature, it's about as easy as a child blowing up a balloon. So not that hard at all. So as you can see, he's starting to inflate. You can't inflate or blow too hard too fast, or the bottom can become very thin. Now it's round, as you can see, but I said he was going to make a vase. So he's going to go back over, he's going to reheat this. This time when he comes out, he's going to hold it down and use a little gravity and centrifugal force to start to elongate this glass. Heating basically the whole part at this point, because it's important, it stretches out, but a little bit more on the bottom part. And you'll see him now as he comes out and hold this down, swinging back and forth just a little bit. You'll see this start to elongate. Lynn makes it look like nothing to it, doesn't it? He's probably going to lengthen that just a little bit more. Again, a little bit longer. Now, if anybody with someone with no experience went in there and stayed a little bit too long and they came out and did that, we'd have some glass flying over in this direction. So as you can see, he's really lengthened this out to a nice tall base right now. He's going to start using what we call a jack line. He's going to use these stainless steel jacks. He's going to cut in a spot there. And that's very important because after a while we're going to break it away there and that will actually become the rim of our base. So he's squeezing a good area there because we do want it to break away very evenly, very smoothly. Using a little compressed air on the bottom there because he does want to make sure that's going to stay a little bit thicker than the rest of the piece. In a moment he'll go back over, heat the glass. Heating basically the bottom part of our base because that obviously has to be a little bit wider to have a good surface to sit on. So he will heat the bottom part of the base, so when it comes out and blows, just that part is going to become a little bit bigger. He does have to watch the temperature for the whole piece though, so he'll heat basically the bottom, but every now and then he goes all the way in because if the temperature dropped below 900 degrees, it could actually crack, and wouldn't want that to happen. So he's heating that real good on the bottom. See that area just get a little bit bigger. Now he's going to come back over and use this paddle again to flatten it out. And Lynn just gave me a nod, and that nod means that he's ready to now transfer it to another iron so he can start to open up the top. So what I'm going to do is gather just a little bit of glass. Don't need an awful lot. And I'm going to just kind of flatten that out for Lynn, and I'm going to take it over. He's going to place it right in the center, right where he wants it. We want it to attach itself but not weld itself to the glass because we do have to get it back off there later. It wouldn't be a very nice base with this iron sticking out the end of it. So a little saw there with his diamond edge saw, a few drops of water, a little tap, and there we go. So now we have our glass right off. Now we can see. We're going to come right over here very quickly. We're going to come right in, and now he's going to start to heat basically the top part. Again, watching for the temperature for the whole piece. In a moment, he's going to come over and, oh, it's right here. And use this tool called a steam stick. It's just a cherry wood, piece of cherry wood soaked in water. He's going to put that at the end. The water's going to turn to steam, and the steam pressure itself is going to inflate the top part of our base. This time takes a little bit longer to melt that all in where it broke away. Lynn actually has over 30 years of experience blowing glass. So he makes it look like nothing to it at all. But a typical apprenticeship is about 6 years. So it's not something that you just pick up and start doing what Lynn's doing. It takes a lot of work, a lot of practice. And he makes it all look so very, very easy. Just no question about where the temperature is there? So he can open up that just a little bit at the very top, and then he's going to use his steam stick. Watch what happens when he puts this steam stick in there. See how that immediately starts to blow right up just from the steam pressure? Only a very short time to do his work and then right back to that furnace again. As he goes in now and heats the very top part and turns the blow iron a little bit faster, it'll start to open up a little bit on itself just by turning. See how that's already starting to open up just by turning a little bit faster. Now he's using what are wooden jacks, open it up a little bit more. Now we have a beautiful vase right there. Lynn has one more step. He's going to go back to the furnace again, heating the top and spinning it a little bit faster. The very top part is going to open up. He's going to come out and hold it down. In those areas, because some areas are heavier than others, because they're in that mold, those areas are going to pull out just a little bit farther than the rest. And we'll end up with a beautiful, beautiful ruffled edge around the very top. So watch as he spins a little faster now. And holds that down. Isn't that beautiful? Now I mentioned to you about the temperature and not being able to go below 900 degrees. So now that we're finished, we have to put it in our annealer, which is this black box back here. Here's the smaller ones. And we're going to put it in the annealer, and it's going to actually stay there till tomorrow morning, gradually cooling down. Little tap, there we go. Is that beautiful? Lynn's going to use a little flame there just to burn that off any rough spots where it came away from the iron. And immediately we will put it right in our annealer. On the bottom lip. There we go, Lynn Lamar. Did a great job. Now, we put that in the annealer, and tonight when we go home at 5 o'clock, Lynn will push the computerized button, and it will come down 100 degrees overnight, so tomorrow morning it will be all ready to go. Again, one more round of applause for Lynn. Good job. Thank you all for coming, and continue to enjoy your day at the museum. Lots to see, and enjoy your day. Thank you very much.